Well. Here were my first predictions for the Premier League after first two game weeks. Now, after game week three, I have a new fresh of Premier League predictions. Now, what has changed? In my first predictions, I had said that Man City would win the league, Chelsea would come second, Arsenal number three, Liverpool fourth. Okay, now hear me out on this. Honestly, according to the way I saw it, Liverpool had a good season last time. But up of the four managers, I would say Liverpool's manager is the least tactical of them. Guardiola, Enzo Maresca, Mikel Arteta, and Arne Slot. So Arne Slot, to me, has maybe a good squad, but inferior tactics. And many of you will disagree. It's okay, but that is how I view it. That's how I see it. And yeah, he's just riding on luck, which probably might come to an end. Yeah, they have now a superior squad. I've placed them first, but I don't. I still have doubts of Liverpool, honestly. And yeah, I do feel that they won't sustain the run. So they might fall short. Why did I place Chelsea second? I think they have had a very good run of their last 18, 20, headed to 20 games right now. They they're a team that is a team. They are very collective. They know how to score goals. They are not conceding as much. You wouldn't even say that they are conceding well constructed goals. They're being dominated at conceding goals. No, I wouldn't say that about Chelsea. So that is why I tipped them to come second. I think people will not agree with me, but Chelsea is more of a team right now. And if their structure goes well for the rest of the season, if they can maybe see it to the end of the season, they are the most likely team to win the league. Now that's a big shout. That's a big call for a team where everyone thinks that they might finish at number four slot. But I feel that they will challenge this season. They might win it. So Arsenal fall short to me. It in my first prediction came in that position. So let me finish this on off there. I will give a summary of what I was thinking at each and every surprise teams like West Ham going for relegation because I thought that they were awful at the start of the season. They had nothing to show for it. They had an aging squad. They still do have an aging squad. I still do find them around here, even in my next prediction. So Spurs and United, I had them finish 9 and 10th, and the rest were like that. Wolves, I had fancied them because I thought Ricardo Pereira was a good match. I still do think that that coach is a good coach, so I have not dropped them a couple of numbers below. Everton has surprised me honestly. That Grealish is doing his work. I don't know if they can sustain that. So we'll wait and see. So this is my new Premier League prediction according to the way I see these teams do play. Now I will start off with the relegation battle. Why did I put Sunderland there? I think Sunderland's made me over Southampton, but it's much more cohesive. It has a squad that is more knowledgeable and experienced. So probably it might not even go to relegation. I do feel that from number 15 here up to here, this is not the position you want to be in because games right now are being won by top teams, and these teams here are rarely getting points enough points. So here will be a relegation zone from 15 to 16, 17, and 18 to 20. There will be so much to decide in the last 8 game weeks. So from game week 31 to 38. So why Liverpool? Again, I do feel that they have a good squad. If injuries don't play a part in what they have, they might have a run-in just like last season, but I don't think they will be lucky this season. Their coach is the least tactical. Honestly, I wouldn't tire to say that Arne Slot, to me, doesn't give me vibes of a very good tactical coach. He was beaten by PSG last season. He was beaten by. This guy is just hopeful that whoever he brings on the pitch will do something. He's just making substitutions when. Well, you wouldn't say that it's substitutions just when numbers in the box. But when their rest defense is not up to it. The likes of Van Dijk and Konate honestly are aging. Their legs are not up there, and they are blanking off. They are turning off when in games where you don't expect them. So now take an example of a team like Chelsea or even Arsenal. Well, they've beaten Arsenal. Maybe Arsenal will up their game at the Emirates, or even come Man City, who are the better Man City when they are needed to. So what comes when sorry when Man City will be a Man City when they will be meeting in their maybe second legs or first leg if Man City will have gained form. I want to know. The thing about Man City is the cohesion of the team. They are not up to it. Honestly, I don't know, but I feel that they can be given a run for their money. I think a team like Crystal Palace will give Liverpool a good game. Crystal Palace is one of those teams that I've placed them in number 7 because it's a team you see as a team. Oliver Grasner, I think they did beat Liverpool in they met in the Community Shield. Oh yeah, I think yeah, I do feel honestly that Crystal Palace will give them a good run in again. Um, a very solid team, honestly. And you didn't say Liverpool is a team that will dominate you totally. They will give you chances because yes, they have quality players, but then what? You have quality players, but then without a, you can have so much, so good. Uh, Up until they perform at the highest level, they are not good. They are just names. I don't know if you get what I'm saying, but I feel that for me, Liverpool, not yet. Chelsea, I think consistency is what people are asking from Chelsea, honestly, because they can score goals. They can beat teams, you know that. Arsenal, if and only if Arsenal doesn't blank off for their middle part of the season where they usually struggle to score goals and come to score at the end of the season, they can challenge as well. They're good title challenges. They have a shout. They have a very quality squad. And they were handled well by Liverpool in this last game before the international break. So we will see. We will see what this game brings. City, again, their defense is not there. I feel I don't have trust in Manchester City. Newcastle, well. And Newcastle have just bought new forwards. I think the way I've the way I've given the ranks of these teams is based on how challenging those teams are when they face off. So Newcastle is better, or maybe at par with Aston Villa. Aston Villa might have started the league badly, but I think they will have a nicking there in Europe. So as Newcastle, Crystal Palace, they are dominant in that way. Tottenham, I don't know. I don't feel that they had a very good start because they had weak teams in Burnley and the second team was I don't remember. Did they play in the second game? Oh, they beat Manchester City. Wow, that's a one. But it's not a one. The one of Man City. Man City is not that good. We will ask so much of Tottenham right now because they have shown that they can beat teams. Bournemouth, we know the quality of Bournemouth. We know how well they press. We know how well they're relentless on the pitch. So yeah. Now, people will want to rant. All they want to rant. But United, for me, I have spent the better part of the video, like 10 minutes, and I haven't spoken about United. Yet they signed an attacking trio of Buemo, Chesco, and Matias Cunha. But United fans, let's let's look at this categorically, like in a good way. Enzo Maresca team. Someone was analyzing and said that top teams usually have the same system, but it's the risk that each player on the ball risks that makes your team either good or worse than it is. I have seen Chelsea play the same system that United do play, but the quality of players on the ball is so different. So different. Scenarios. They are put in the same scenarios and being placed by someone, but the Chelsea player will just go around their player and they get out of the situation. United players will opt to pass the ball backwards. Safe passing. Now that is what differentiates those two teams. United, you still rot at the bottom half of the table. You're just like a mid-table team. You're just like a Fulham. You're just like an Everton. All those teams in that second half of the page, if you can't attempt risky passes, you are not a big team anymore, honestly. And I fancy the other teams above you, the likes of Brighton. Honestly, Brighton will dominate you and pass the ball through you. I'm sure Brighton can beat United. No, in a real game, Brighton will dominate United because they want the ball. They want to play their own game. Even if they come to OT, they won't rest till they get that ball. So that is why I say United players are more safe passers. So sorry about that, but you have to hear it. Dribbling is not everything. You have to have players who attempt something. So you might have Cunha who gets a chance to dribble and go and then loses the ball out there or does nothing with it, honestly, because there's no one else following him. He just had that one off chance and then he's like, okay, I'm here now. What do I do? Let me shoot. Then the chance is gone. Because players don't expect that. They are not used to that. That is why United, for me, it's your DNA now. You have to accept it. Fulham, Everton. The rest, I don't expect Nottingham to have a very good season, especially since Ange Postecoglou was coming. I don't know how he'll balance defense and attack, since he's a very attacking-minded coach. They might ship if he goes with that same mindset as he had at Tottenham, especially since Nottingham is not a Tottenham. Um, um, there's a philosophy you can introduce in a big team, and it sticks. Now, in a small team, go and introduce that, and then you'll get humbled. So that's what I'm trying to say. That Nottingham doesn't give me those vibes. West Ham, I said from 15 to 20 are all relegation scraps. I don't feel that West Ham has it enough. Just so is Wolves and Brentford. Sunderland, honestly, I even feel Sunderland is much more better. I don't know why I placed all the relegation teams below. I feel Sunderland is much more better than the top three, these 15, 16, and 17. I feel that even I might finish above them. So, yeah, that is my primary prediction for 2025, 2026. So, let's see how these teams will finish and adios.